Days ago, you received a cryptic message from your Aunt Juno, the family black sheep who you haven't seen or heard from in over 10 years. The message provided the access codes to the Rasputin, a near-derelict spacecraft and a relic of her younger days. Also included were the coordinates to Rust City, an out-of-the-way space station with a questionable reputation. She practically begged you to meet her there as quickly as possible. Now, after several days of travel and a few unscheduled maintenance stops, you have at last arrived. This is a place of liars and thieves. You wonder how you let yourself get dragged to such a godforsaken backwater.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's T-Board, and this is Rebel Galaxy. Start of a new series. See how it goes. I'm going to try and not talk over any of the conversations because they're actually really quite good. The speech and everything's quite well put together. Except for maybe the bartenders, but that's another story. So we're going to play through the storyline, do some odd bits and pieces, missions and quests, see how things go. They can spend a lot of time in one galaxy before moving on to a second one, and there's lots and lots of upgrades that you can obtain in that galaxy, which may or may not be any good when you move into the next one. And if they're not any good, obviously you're going to have to go through the whole process again. So we'll see how much of this will catch on video and just see how it plays out. So we've got a ship, bit of an old junker. We've met this guy, and obviously we're looking for our aunt. So let's see if we can find out who this guy is. I see. Well, I guess I'll see you after I die. Okay, a few little introduction things on how to fly. Tapping E to increase your speed, E to decrease. Using A and D to steer. You can dock by flying close enough to the station and pressing and holding E. It's also the same way that you use to collect cargo and pick up other bits and pieces on ships that you destroy or things that you mine or find in different asteroid fields. Also amongst these we've got W, which is like a turbo or thrust, or afterburner, whatever you want to call it, and S, which is kind of a brake to slow you down, which can increase your turning, which is quite helpful in some fights. But I'm already going at top speed here, just need to get close enough to this place. So obviously we started, we need to equip our ship, so we're going to go and pick up a new turret in our weapons section. We've already got some pulse cannons fit as broadsides and no secondary weapons, and we've got one turret. We've probably got enough money to fit one more of the same type, so that's fine, we'll go ahead with that. Let's install that now. Now, combat in this game is quite smart. It's like almost like old naval battles. You've got turrets which you can shoot at ships as they fly over, around and under your ship, and then you've got broadsides which allow you to let rip with what should be your most powerful weapons and do quite a lot of damage. But you've got to be within range, and there's some accuracy limitations to it as well, but we'll see those when we actually get into a fight. So let's go and talk to this guy at the bar.
Mondo cambiso giunno, sando copaldo. Ando jepei, ramdo vondu, jando botondo cando sei.
Yeah, so why do you say that?
Bambu vosotondo, jando bocal, ramdo zavara.
Oh, free stuff.
Ando sei, jambondo specter, tantaka lando jazunda. Junno bongo kapanta ram simbota. Wodan chapai.
I smell a plot piece.
Ramdo vei. Jando va from Tosca. Yando bojanda. Dando Rasputin. Ando zopai. Ram con vojara. Zazabonda.
Yeah, we're going to try and get rid of that junk heap.
Corno bajatenko. Zando joy tanda. Rendo boy. Popkan. No bojol. Ando bozaldo voshu. Juno bondo zazovonde ye. Lalla. Zonzon gumodochi.
Okay, what are you offering?
Ando soskava whiskey in the grella. Manjundabo ando zovardo. Argondocho anda. Orundubo jigobodan.
Right, I'm in.
Hando. Rando. Beef huntro crade. Hondoya Bronson Cole. Rendova whiskey bop. And a moto lando boy.
I love the way it slips in quite clearly English words like whiskey and Branson coal. And it doesn't seem to just be repeated, it's quite good. Right, let's go and do this mission then. So, missions marked with gold diamonds on your screen and radar, just you're heading to point towards the destination. As you move further away from large objects, you'll accelerate sublight speed and warp. Okay, let's go. So we're looking for a gold diamond, which is there.
Engines at maximum.
Speed up. So what I was saying about broadsides, this is aiming on the broadside, and if I let go, you can see it zooms out and then zooms back in again. So it's kind of an accuracy thing. And when I fire, they stay grouped together. If I rapidly fire, you'll just see they just spread all over the place. But that's where a bit of strategy comes in with some of the combat. Do you go for aimed shots that are going to hit your opponent, or do you get in nice and close and risk taking a pounding on your shields and your armour, but dishing out huge amounts of damage if you can get the shots off? Okay, so we can use the false function to detect objects and resources. However, there's a shortcut key for that, which is, I think it's F, if I remember rightly. Hostile and friendly targets are red and blue. Cargo appears as purple. And non-piloted mission objects will appear as gold diamonds. Asteroids containing harvestable resources will be marked with grey diamonds. So you can get mining lasers to help you mine, or you can just bail into a mine with whatever weapons you've got and just hope you get something out of it. Obviously mining lasers are a lot better for giving you that yield.
Warp inhibited by stellar mass.
So we hit F.
Interference detected. Bounty detected.
So we've got some enemies over there. Lined up for the asteroid. We got a detected friendly.
Scanner.
Can I lock onto him? Too far away. Too far away.
Accelerating to sublight.
The scanner's not too good in this this place because of the interference, so everything's kind of wobbling around all over the place. Kind of horrible, to be perfectly honest. Seems a bit of afterburner to try and catch this guy up.
Accelerating to sublight.
If I use up all my afterburner in one go, they take longer to recharge.
Hailing.
Hey there. Orders you send you? You got my payment? Pleasure doing business with you.
Mission complete.
Might as well make it a fair deal.
Exiting sublight.
Safe traveling.
Accelerating to sublight.
Let's see if we can walk back through this asteroid field. Might be a little bit too thick.
Warp inhibited
Yep.
by stellar mass.
So we could have walked around it, but it's only a small asteroid field. Up in this direction, there we go, nice and clear.
Warp inhibited by stellar mass.
I do like the feel of this game and the music. Kind of makes it feel a lot like Firefly.
Mission complete.
Yeah, it's got a very Firefly feel to it with the kind of music and the gritty, dirty kind of feel to the ships. It's quite nice. Right, let's speak to Orzu again.
Senso, andoso poio potara, und trankte, zandobojino tonta, und jitunen Rasputin.
Okay, I'm going to take a tractor beam because I can pick up anything that I find, any weapons or cargo or anything that someone might drop that I'm going to fight against, or anything that I find.
Valo me, andoso keito pushna vra Rasputin. Jandoze, bando como she, ando ka queen copa.
Okay, let's open that
Ando
again.
simplo, romoton, gandozo con, ando boji mundu, ando bojola.
Okay, let's do it.
Ente, vendo kan, antuyum boy, randasha kate dom baba.
Right, we'll be right back. Let's talk to the bartender. I'm just going to give you an idea of how the bartender sounds.
Take a seat, friend. What's on your mind? The pirates around here are a real problem. You take a hand in cleaning up that mess, the Confederation will take notice. You take care now.
Actually, he's not too bad here. Some of the others sound quite terrible. So let's head off on this mission.
Engines at maximum. Accelerating to sublight.
Get
Accelerating
to
to
warp in a
sublight.
second. There we go. I quite like the warp effect. It's kind of gives you a feeling of that something's happening, that you are actually moving. What was that?
Warp inhibited by stellar mass.
There we go. So, combat in Rebel Galaxy's naval style, which means broadsides. We did discuss that. Use left mouse button to fire the broadsides, aim your broadsides, orbit the camera until it faces the direction you wish to fire, and hold the right mouse button to charge your broadsides. Shot predictor will show where the projectiles will travel and can be adjusted with the mouse. The longer you hold the right mouse button, the more accurate and synchronized your shots will be. However, as it just shows there, you can fire in both directions at the same time. Let's ooh, mines.
Top level, yellow. Full stop.
I'm going to take another one.
Starboard shields down.
Alright, let's watch out for more mines. We'll try and take them on one of the other sides. A couple of purple ones around here, so I might try and investigate those after these.
Collision warning.
Okay, now here's a cargo container. I should be able to get close enough to salvage that. And I've got a shield buster turret, munitions and obtainium. Nice, that'll get me some extra cash.
Exiting sublight.
And that turret will be quite handy as well.
Enemy craft inbound.
Okay, so turrets, important part of combat. Obviously the broadsides can't reach up or down to fire. They can only really sort of fire into sides with a little bit of left and up and down on the left and right sides. Turrets themselves though, however, can shoot pretty much any direction, so they're your best defences against fighters. The wow, this is quite loud. The turrets can also be aimed individually, and much like the broadsides can, which allows you to take on these fighters and things yourselves. However, I tend to stay in broadside mode.
Engines at maximum.
Pretty speed.
Collision warning.
This guy looks quite nasty. Taking it on the wrong side, really. So you can get a bit closer. Do some real damage. This is where it comes into not aiming, just literally just trying to hand out the punishment here. Okay, that's good, that's one down. Okay, he's dropped some bio waste there, which I'm not going to pick up because that is actually contraband, and you can get in quite a bit of trouble when you start picking that stuff up, as you will. Oop, watch out for the mine. Yeah, you will get stopped by the local forces.
Mission complete.
Yeah, what have we got nearby? There's the cargo
Accelerate
base.
to sublight.
Right, let's investigate these valuables.
Sublight boosters depleted.
Could walk to these, but they're so close by.
Exiting sublight.
We've got yak meat, ceramic plate, and titanium. Nice. Very worthwhile.
Accelerating to sublight.
I'm going to head to the detected valuables in this instance because that detected cargo will be the bio waste that we left laying around earlier.
Work inhibited by stellar mass. Front level yellow.
Some detected cargo. Is that different? No, that's the same detected cargo. Let's pick up these valuables. Cargo holds probably getting quite full around about now. Let's have a look. We've got used up half our space so far.
Exiting sublight.
Oops. Yeah, crashing into things isn't a great idea. But there we go, we've got some free credits. Mission completed. And a whole bunch of things to sell. Now, I'm probably not going to bother too much with trying to get the best price because at the end of the day this does not cost me anything to get my hands on these items. So wherever they're selling for is profit. But sometimes prices can be so low that it's just not worth trying to sell things for that price, in which case you might as well just hold on to them until you find somewhere that's got a bit of a better price.
Accelerating to sublight. Docking.
Let's dock. Let's go talk to Ilzu.
Mansoto Shenda and the June do Jui. Randobo say,
Right, well, we've helped you out. Let's see what we can do to help us out.
Randobo Shenda Juno and Sandar e Partno. When Dondo so pale on door no bojam antibo.
Oh, she made a lot of money, so
Zendo say, na mundo zutu smuglan, un Sandar, ondo shi, ondo scamba, ando shotento, ondo ka.
nice. So I can also hire mercenaries from here, and see there's a price there.
Name's Garrus. I hear you're looking for someone who can fly. That the case?
I got one of those military-grade Durham gunships. She's fast and she's mean and she's reliable.
I'm not going to hire one now.
Alright, see you
I don't think the flights will be hard enough. Let's get to shipyard. We've got some repairs. Broadsides and hull plating took a bit of punishment.
Repairs complete.
Not too much to repair really. Now, these are different ships we can buy. We've only got 14,000 credits, so we're not going to be buying any of these anytime soon. As you go through them, they've all got different stats, including different types of broadside ports, what kind of turrets, secondary ports, a rough idea of how fast they are and what type they are, so light frigates, heavy frigates, destroyers, and an idea of their manoeuvrability. But that'll be something we'll come back to later. Let's just have a look at the commodities. System average price is 900. These guys are buying at 692 for ceramic plating, so not really worth my time to sell it. I'll hold on to that for now. Munitions, on the other hand, slightly above system average, so we'll get rid of those. Same for the yak meat, we can get rid of that, and same for the obtainium. I could probably get better prices elsewhere, but it's not worth my time at the moment. Okay, let's see what equipment we can get. We've got some surplus. We've got a shield buster here. This is a rocket turret. I'm not going to use rocket turrets. I'm going to sell that. Worth 15 grand. It's nice to know that we've got the cash. So we've got 32 grand. Still short of a ship. So let's just see what we can do with equipment wise. We could get some upgrades here. Don't have a deflector though. There's a lot of different weapons here for the broadsides. All do different things. All have different ranges, different rates of fire. I'm not sure what I want to go with at the moment. Scatter turrets, pulse turrets. We've got Mark 1 scatters at the moment, which is 21 damage per second, range of almost 2,000. Straight upgrade would be just going for the Mark 2s. They do quite a lot of damage. 32 per second. These pulse turrets do even more. Black turrets are good for taking out aircraft, but completely useless against bigger ships, freighters and the like. Again, same with swarm missiles. Shield buster we had, but we sold that. Leech turrets are good for taking down shields. Oh, sorry, leech turrets are the ones which reduce the speed of their target. There are other ones which also take down shields. Combat laser. 100 per second. Quite a long range. I think that I'm going to go for 21 per second is not much. I'm not too worried about range, so I think I'm going to take 2 Mark II scatters. Yep, sell the old one. Store and sell the old one. That leaves us with only 1,500 credits. There's not enough for a deflector, so we shall make do without for the moment. So we're damage dealing, which is good. That's what we want. Let's go find this guy and carry on the main story for the moment. And then later on, we're going to pick a few missions and go kill some randoms, get some faction boost, and hopefully start to rake in some cash.
God's changed my ways, change my ways, those evil ways. So I set out across that way, strike them down to make them pay.
This is quite a long way out.
Change their
Still a map.
Still not at the edge of the map. You can get faster engines later on, which allows you to get to places a lot quicker, which are great if you're doing trading. Yeah, let's go see this Sandar guy. No, we don't know each other. Just tell me where my aunt is. Like to be able to help. Okay, you want me to bribe you? Well, I'm going up for fights, so we'll do this. You better have something for me by the time I get back. Bit of the news. Don't need a mercenary, can't afford a mercenary anyway. Let's just have a look in the commodities market. Ceramic plating is still not a good price here, so we'll hold on to it. So a lot of stuff actually seems quite cheap here. Reading meteoric diamonds. Shame I don't have the money. Meteoric diamonds can actually fetch quite a high price, so if you can find them cheap or mine them, then that's a good way of earning money. So a quick look at the mission board. That's a high risk. Probably not a good idea. Average risk. Average risk. Very high risk. We'll pass on that one for now. Average risk. Okay, so yeah, see now here's a mission here. Now if I take this mission, I'm going to be in with the pirates against the system militia. Now I think I'm going to help them I think I'm going to go with citizenry and militia. Although maybe not too much of the militia, because I'm going to smuggle a few things every now and then. I don't want to get too pally-pally with them. That's an interesting one though. Plus 20 Red Devils and minus 10 Double Jacks. There's no time limit on this quest, so I'm going to take that. I think that might be interesting. I've now got 2 mission focuses. That's the double jack rivals.
Engines at maximum.
So this must be my main quest here, and it's the one that's currently selected, as you can tell by the exclamation mark. Let's try and get into some clear space.
Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight. Accelerating to sublight.
Go! Yeah, so later on, hopefully as I get to some more upgrades and improve my ship, things won't take so long to reach. No idea if the systems are going to get bigger or if they stay roughly the same size as a starting sector, which in itself is
Stellar map.
looks fairly large. You've already seen it can take a little bit of time to get across it. Come on, almost there. Is it going to be in an asteroid field? Yeah.
Work inhibited by hostile craft. Incoming hail. Threat level orange.
I figured someone like you might show up. Who sent you? Sandar? Morgan?
Well, I want you to know it's Sandar so that you know who it was when you die.
That little toad can't be paying you much. Look, this is gonna go bad for you. Pay me 800 credits and I'll make myself scarce. And you can tell Sandar whatever you want.
I don't think so. I don't like to
It's
make my
your
money from
funeral.
my wallet.
Exiting sublight.
Okay. Got missiles, which is going to help.
Missiles inbound.
And the broadside down.
Port shields down.
Whoops. Oh, hello.
Port shields down.
This is not good.
Porthole breached.
That does a lot of damage.
Missiles inbound.
Do about these missiles is throwing them either.
Missiles inbound.
Let's try and get a little bit of distance between them and me for a second.
Satellite boosters depleted.
My shield's chance to recharge. Okay, where-
Accelerating to sublight.
This is going to bring me on the wrong side. Okay, look at it, he's not really taking much damage, is he?
Exiting sublight.
Looks like those deflectors I've got to make.
Stubborn shields down.
Whoa!
I won't forget this.
Accelerating.
Maybe I should have picked deflectors.
Satellite boosters depleted.
These missiles, you can take them on the front end. This is just going to open my shield up straight away.
Stubborn shields down. Missiles
It's going to be
inbound.
me, and it's probably going to be me. Ooh.
Mission complete. Threat level green.
Awful lot of damage there. Okay, there's a few mineable resources out here. Not much good to me at the moment, they don't have a mining
Exiting
laser.
sublight.
However, let's take out the rest of these fighters.
Collision warning.
They're guy out here. Oh, okay, he's getting off a high attack. Okay, that takes care of him. Well, yeah, given how banged up I got,
Accelerating to
I
sublight.
don't think I should go straight to the next mission. I think it's going to be worth my time to go and get repaired and then come back afterwards. Okay, well, I'm going to try and keep these videos fairly short in comparison to my previous ones, so I'm going to call it here. I'm travelling back, I'm going to get repaired, and we'll carry on the storyline in the next video. Thanks for watching.